Hello and welcome to Soul Guidance with Adriana. We're going to jump in straight away with this reading. We're going to do a 3-card spread and then see where we go from there. I can't say exactly at this point, but it's likely that I will be doing an extended reading of this. And so if I do, the link will be in the description below. So let's get started here. Okay, I've got to shuffle the deck a couple more times. So overall, this energy, it looks good. It looks good to me, but it does look like there's a slowing down. That maybe things were moving a bit faster in the past, or it kind of built up to a fever pitch, and then it's not a total drop of energy, but it's definitely a slowing down because we're in a building stage. Let me show you the cards. I need to be like that goddess with 6 arms so I can show you the cards and gesture all at once. So here is our past, the Chariot. The 3 of Earth is where we are now, and then the Star is where we're headed. So the Chariot was a lot of focused action, a lot of necessary action that really was driving you forward and really felt like you had a strong focus. You may have felt kind of fearless and invincible at that point. So this energy is really kind of pushing at you, pushing you in a very specific direction. And all of a sudden, the energy is different. I won't say it stops, but it's not the energy of push. It's now the energy of kind of getting off. She's riding a crow here. It took me the longest time to figure that out. I thought this was her dress. It's actually a crow, and that's his wing. So the crow has stopped, the vehicle stopped, and now we've gotten out of the carriage. We've gotten off of the ride, and now we're looking around. And we're trying to make sense of what's around us. And we're trying to build what we have available to us in the most constructive way possible. Okay, so it's less about where we're going because you've already gotten there. It's now about what do we make since we're here? What are we actually creating with other people? What structures are we wanting to put in place? I'm really drawn to the light behind this fairy, and I need to ask why I am drawn to that light. This is a crucial moment where you're held in your own balance of light and dark. You know how a half moon is half light and it's half dark? That's the kind of moment you're in with your soul right now. You're hanging about equal between the two. That your shadow and your light are equally strong, and neither one is attempting to take over, but they are equally strong right now. You could walk, I can't think of a good visual. It's as if one side of the street, or you know how there's a passing line, that dotted line in the middle. So imagine one side of that is black and one side of that is white, and you're walking that passing line, that dotted line right in the middle. And you could go either way at any point, and you probably do find yourself wanting to go either way at any point. But there's not a strong sense that we've committed to one or the other, that you've fully committed to the shadow. You're just saying, okay, fine, I give up, I'm gonna do that. But there's also, we haven't fully committed to your light. And that is why we have the Star next, because the Star is your light. Look at all that light just emanating out of her star. These are star flowers. I really, really love the imagery on this card. And the reason why the ride stopped, the reason why we're not moving, it seems like the train's not going anywhere. The reason why that is because this is a moment to get off that train and to remember who you are. because who you are isn't the shadow. Even though we painted the lines as being equal, the black side and the white side, even though we painted that as being equal, they're not, because the black it's not real, and the light, the white, is really your true self. And when you feel good when you act, that's because you're connected to that light. When you feel bad, it's because you're looking at that shadow, trying to convince yourself that it's the light. Okay, I want to ask why. Why is it like this right now? What is the big lesson here? Four of Earth and the 10 of Earth. Oh man, this is about fighting a legacy. This is about fighting a pattern that has been in place, not just in this lifetime, but in other lifetimes as well. And you've gotten to the point where you're able to see what it is, and it's separated. But along the way, your heart has lost faith in the process. Your heart has lost faith in the star. Your heart has lost faith in who you are and where you're going, which is, let me back up for a second. Our mission as souls here is to come down into the dark, to realize our light, and then to shine despite the dark. And that means a lot of different things depending on your astrology, depending on your North Node, depending on your chart. It's not the same language for all of us. It's not the same missions for all of us, but that is the purpose. Along the way, you have lost faith in that, connecting to that star, connecting to that inner light and that inner wisdom. You've lost faith in believing that it will bring you to the place that you know that you deserve and the place you want to go, your lasting sense of fulfillment. That's our 10 of Earth here. Okay, so, but you're holding on to the way things are, not the way things are going to be. So take that in. You're holding on to the way things are, not the way things are going to be. But to get to that place, we've got to heal the rift. We've got to heal that bridge. We've got to get your heart reactivated and get it realigned with the passion and the conviction that you need to do your soul's work. All right, I'm going to continue to draw cards. We're going to look at what else is blocking you, what else can free you, what else you can do to practically reconnect with this sense. I mentioned before about your soul's purpose being different because it's tied to your astrology chart, your North Node, numerology, all these other things. That is a reading and information that I specialize in. And so if you're not clear or you need a reminder or a different perspective about it, please reach out for a reading. I do offer one-on-one coaching sessions helping you fulfill that purpose. But if you just want to know what is it, I'll figure it out on my own, I do offer that reading as well. It may not be listed as such on my website. I'm in a flux state right now of updating things. So if you have to reach out in the contact form and just say what you were talking about in that video, I'll know what you mean. So if you would like to join me for the extended, there's a lot of information coming at you right now. If you'd like to join me for the extended, where we can learn to work around this block, work through it, the link is in the description below. It is available for $7.99. I'll see you soon, my friend.